it was fireworks. It was crazy. Everybody loved it.
You know, and I was telling David, I don't know, you know, you got Bon Jovi, you got Bruce Springsteen, you know, you got Queen Latifah, you got fucking Naughty by Nature. I come out here in 1997. I signed with an agent, and she goes, I need a bio. And I wrote from New Jersey. And this is Bruce Springsteen is already, right? 97.
Yeah.
We got Bruce Springsteen, we got Bon Jovi, we got all these fucking people in New Jersey. And I'll never forget her calling me and saying, listen, I'm changing that Jersey to New York. Didn't you say you went to grammar school in New York? And I go, yeah. She goes, I want you to change it to Hell's Kitchen or something. She goes, it's not cool to be from Jersey. She goes, It's just not. People really don't. And I told David that. I go, once this show hit, everything changed. Now you could put that you were from Jersey.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, shit. Like, it was that much of an impact. Like, it was that much of an impact. And after that, it was off and fucking running.
Yeah.
Is it bigger in Jersey than it is in New York?
I mean, it's the fucking...
It represents
It's the Bible in New Jersey.
And
Really?
they bought it hook, line, and sinker because that's your life in Jersey.
Wow. Okay.
Like
Every
you
neighborhood.
I can't go into a deli in Jersey and get back in the car without somebody knowing. Where like in New York, I could, you know, whatever. But you know what's funny too is like a lot of people come up to me in New York and they're like, "Did we go to school together or did we?" And I'm like, "You're fucking 58. Like, what did we go to school together?" You know what I mean? Like people always say they don't know where they know. You know, people are like, "Did you?" Were you on the fucking softball team and this? And I'm like, no. And I don't tell them, you know, why they fucking know me. But and they look and they go, oh man, I got somebody on my team look just like you. You know, they can't recall where they know me from. But in Jersey, and they don't look at me like, where do I know you from in Jersey? You know, the second they see you, because I think that there's a lot of people in places where they go, oh, I did watch Sopranos 10 years ago. Where anybody who likes Sopranos who lives in Jersey has not gone 10 years without watching Sopranos. No. They fucking, it's like it was, you know, it was, they're like, oh, it's fucking, you know, I rewatched the whole thing just 2 months ago, you know, and they fucking, it's great, man. They love it. It's great.
It's crazy to say that my career started because of The Sopranos. Because before The Sopranos, I had booked a pilot for CBS as a Puerto Rican bartender in the Bronx. It was called Bronx County. And I booked basketball. I was a ref.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was going out for big-time auditions, but I didn't have the chops. But then I went in for Mad TV for the Sopranos sketch.
Right.
The first time they did it. And that blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, Will Sasso was a great Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
We had a great time on it. And then we were going to do it again. And, you know, The Sopranos kind of stopped us.
Really?
I guess Jamie Lynn was going to host.
Oh, wow.
And they were going to let Jamie do a sketch with us. But I guess The Sopranos was like, she could host. But she ain't doing no fucking sketch. So we canceled the sketch. But after the sketch, you have to remember that mob culture just blew up. Commercials. You know, I shot maybe 4 commercials a year. And I would walk in and book the thing. I knew when I walked in, I was booking the thing because I looked just like pussy.
Yeah.
You know, I looked just like him. Pennzoil. Fucking Sears had a Mafia garage commercial. I did a battery commercial for fucking somebody where we're digging the body up and you left the lights on to dig at night. And we went to start the car and the car didn't start. And they're like, if you were to use this battery, these mobs. I mean, I shot 20 nationals that we'd shoot, get paid for, and then they go, nah, the Italian American Foundation made them pull it. Bud Light, I did one with, what's his name? At the end, they ran over his head. The guy
Frank Vincent?
Frank Vincent. We got taken off. I think his lasted the most out of everybody's. Like 4 of us did different Mafia commercials. It was amazing the amount of mob action that was in this town.
Yeah.
I did a movie, You Got Nothing. It was all mob stuff. That was just short films that paid. They would pay me, even though they had no budget. They would pay me because I looked like Vincent Pastore.
Yeah, of course.
It was fucking crazy. And then I went to New York. I was doing the New York Comedy Festival, and George Jan's assistant was in the audience. And she came up to me and she goes, "Are you busy tomorrow? You have to meet this lady. She's going to want to see you."
For sure.
And I went outside. I was supposed to go to Buffalo. She walked up to me, Georgine walked, and she goes, "Can you leave a business card upstairs? Because we're looking for guys like you." And I go, "I'm here 11 o'clock. And we started talking. I read for Gigi. I read for Sharippa's part. I read for the cop who's opening up a pizza place now. The federal cop that used to...
Oh.
Him, I just bumped into him. He's opening up a pizza place.
Out here?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, wow,
He's going back to Brooklyn. I read for that role. And David Chase's note was, "Keep sending me everything that you do." So then when Puss got killed off The Sopranos, he was going to do a show called The Mezzos about two gay mobsters.
Really?
ABC was developing it. ABC got cold feet and got rid of the project. They resold it to Fox. I did the short film, and then I sent that to Georgie, and then she called me in for Puss's brother, who was supposed to have 4 episodes.
Right.
But they sent the sides to the Comedy Store. I was doing Spider-Man 2. I was at Sony. So in those days, you had to be home to turn the fucking fax on.
Machine, yeah.
So I went to the store, got the sides, and the girl spoke to Sharippa. And I think Sharippa, by mistake, said, "My friends are auditioning for this thing," because Dom Herrera, and they called it lack of confidentiality agreement.
Really?
So we got fucking snapped.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That, you know what's funny is, like, I hear, first of all, I think a reason why I don't have social media. I don't do any of the fucking
Really?
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I got nothing. And, like, I think about it now, and I think about how I think like I see these shows like Stranger Things on Netflix or whatever show, and it's like, hey, we're here now. Look, we're eating the fucking. This is what we're eating. This is what we're doing. Here's where we're standing. Oh, look, here's the. And I think the reason, one of the many why Sopranos was so good is there was none of that.
None of that.
You never saw us sitting around fucking smoking cigarettes, laughing in our pajamas, because that's what we would do. You know, they would say, "You got a fucking hour," or when we would do read-throughs, we would sit around it. There were no pictures of us anywhere. If you weren't watching me as fucking AJ and Jim as Tony and everybody, like, you know, she was Carmela. She wasn't putting up Instagram videos every 5 minutes going, "Oh, we're in the kitchen now, we're getting ready to shoot this scene," and I think that it just takes away from the intensity of like how like I think people watch this show, especially in New York, New Jersey, and they were like, "No, that's Carmela, that's Tony, that's not." Where now today, I think it's like people know so much more about the fucking celebrities, and then, "Oh, I'm having lunch with fucking Jake, and you know, and we're here," and it just, I think there's like, and I think that's why now everything is shifting to fucking podcasts and actually knowing who people are instead of these. I just think like the intensity of that. Like I remember somebody coming up to me once and asking if Tony hit me.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.